motion to open.
Second. All right, deliberate and consider action on new business items which should receive provided information to evaluate the demographics. We have a letter from Allison Bass based on the numbers Fisher County will be legally required to redistrict Commissioner Court precincts in 2020. The maximum deviation of the largest and smallest existing precincts in terms of population can be found in tab B, which I don't know if y'all got this or not, but we got a 33% discrepancy. So by law, we got to redistrict.
Well, you know, you get anything. That's just an accident that we even looked at our emails.
Well, I mean, they haven't done everything yet.
So are they gonna get in here and we're gonna get to hammer this out together, or with them?
No, they already
pretty
moved the
much
lines.
already.
They moved, Allison Bass moved the lines for us.
So like how we're gonna, or is it he helping up our roads or uneven mileage on our roads, or?
Roads don't have anything to do
It's a
with.
population
It's
thing.
population. We had to move everything because of not even, voter registration. It was completely population. Everything had to be moved according to that. Our
It can't be
population.
over 10% discrepancy.
Yeah.
We got a 33%.
Well, I thought that when we was doing the budget, we was trying to even it out by the miles of road, and that's the whole reason we left everybody the same, because we said we're gonna be going in and redistricting.
Yeah, no, the guy from Allison Bass said that doesn't have anything to do with, there's no law that says your roads have to be the same. So, we had to do by he had to do by population.
Come back if y'all want to make adjustments like I suggested earlier, if the roads are out of whack.
They're way out of the right way.
Did they give us any numbers on the roads, or ain't they doing that too? Or
No, they're not doing, no, because they don't care about the roads. Legislation only cares about population, so.
Well, they told us that it's not a major factor of the road, but they said it is a factor.
Yeah. Well, because of where our population is.
Well, we understand, they explain
That's
it.
Roby and Rotan, I mean, that's where our
You
population.
can get 30-mile road, get 2 voters, and
Yeah,
now
that-
you can get 30 votes in a couple blocks of
Yeah.
time, you know?
Yeah.
We understand all that, but.
Yeah, but they're redoing the maps, and they're redoing the maps, for the long term.
So we have numbers, which precincts are out, how much?
Yeah, I
Can we
have it.
get a copy of that or look at it or something?
We're supposed to be doing it by ethnic population too, right?
Yeah, he
So-
said we didn't have to worry about that because ours is dispersed pretty
Spread out.
much evenly. He came and talked to us and he said, yeah, that really wasn't an issue for us. I was kind of
I
surprised.
figured in my precinct it would have been off a little bit, because.
Now when he came, he said that really wasn't, he said we are pretty much, which I was kind of surprised about, we're pretty much evenly distributed in ethnic. It was just our population was very out of whack. So,
Mainly year 2, year 3. Yours is growing, yours is shrunken.
so we kind of let them handle it because,
Most like the housing authority stuff and all that's like in my precinct, don't it fluctuates so much, and then we get a lot of minority in there too.
what they did was on the map thing, he showed us, and he's trying to get us within 5%, so in 10 years, the way he moved everything, or the way he said he was gonna move everything, like in 10 years when they have to redo again, it'll be, instead of the big redo that we had to do this time, he's setting it up so we can move a few blocks in Roby or Rotan. We won't have to move the outskirts probably because he's trying to move it where we can move a few blocks in Roby and Rotan in 10 years.
I'd like the lines to be a little more even. They have it all chopped up and wrote down.
Yeah,
Going
no.
back, forth, back,
And
forth.
he-
Let's do a street all the way down this side, that's what precinct, the other side,
Yeah.
see all the jogging around, you know.
Yeah, no, well,
He did that.
he did take like one out of Rotan. One is not gonna be in Rotan anymore. You know, does that stupid thing and nobody knows what precinct they're in up the thing.
Well, so we got some other issues too, like we had some county roads that, the county roads are divided into precinct, like I have some roads that I maintain the road, but Gordon's got the voters, you know?
Yeah.
We need, and stuff like that, we need to know if the precinct line's right on that road, well, which precinct's supposed to be taking care of that road?
Yeah,
you
and
know,
that I
stuff
can't
like
tell
that.
you because you're always gonna have that. There's no way you cannot have lines that aren't gonna go
But
straight.
you can't have something saying, well, which precinct's taking care of that road?
Yeah, that's gonna be between y'all, and y'all are gonna have to remember to adjust your budgets next year. I mean, that's gonna be up to y'all. Y'all have to look and see who has the most roads and adjust your budget accordingly. I don't think you can do it, I mean, that's my personal opinion. I don't think anymore y'all can do it evenly. I think y'all are gonna have to adjust, if that's the problem, you're gonna have to adjust your budgets by roads.
Well, just the way fuel is right now, if you got, like Kevin's got way more roads, just the fuel difference right now, you know, that's gonna put him in a hole.
That's what I'm saying. I think next year y'all are gonna have to look at that when we do budget. I mean, that's the only even and fair way to do it.
We gotta make it fair, you know,
Yeah.
for everybody.
But you can, the initial analysis he sent us, your precinct was, and this is just population, was 16.23 in the whole. So,
How many?
16.23, because we ended up with 33. It was, I'm gonna tell you this, it was much more than I thought it would be. I was expecting us to be maybe 10 or 15% off, and we were 33. But we have not redistricted since 95. And our population has went down 1,000 voters since then. So, all we need today is to, I mean, we don't have a choice, but it's just an order for redistricting. And then on our regular meeting, they'll have the maps to me. I'll bring y'all the maps.
That's a public hearing too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a public hearing. We have to do a public hearing, and that's why we're doing it today, because we have to have 10 days. I have to run it in the paper, not the maps, but that we're gonna redistrict. I have to run a notice in the paper, we have to wait 10 days. And then we have to get this done because, Johnny Lou has to get the lines redrawn, because we're bumping up against filing period. If the governor, did the governor sign that?
I haven't seen it yet.
If the governor signs it by November the 14th, our filing period is gonna be November the 29th. So she's gonna have to move all those lines and all those people. So we've got to get it, and we're not the only ones. I'll look to see if anybody else got their numbers before this, and no, everybody else is doing the same thing we're doing. They're doing this first order, and then they're just, I mean, it's gonna be wham, 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 and we gotta get done for the primary. We don't have a whole lot of time. So we'll do this. I'll call the paper today. We'll run our notice in the paper saying we are redistricting. We'll have a public meeting on November the 8th, I believe is our meeting.
They're supposed to bring us like 3 different plans, we can choose which plan, or?
No, I think they're just doing, as messed up as our numbers were, they are just gonna do one plan and present to us. They didn't have a whole bunch of plans for us. It was just, I mean, we don't have a whole lot of population. If you have a big population, guys, you can move lines all day long, but when you don't have hardly any population, you don't have a lot to work with. Pretty much what we had to work with was splitting up Roby and Rotan.
City blocks.
Yeah, city blocks. And kind of moving some lines out in the outskirts. I just need a motion for this order so I can publish this in the paper.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
Public. Put it in the paper.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries.
How much of the population down in the county? Is it down to 3 or so?
It was less than, what was it, 36? The main thing was Preston and Kevin's, they were
Yeah, they were way
way
out.
out of whack. Y'all weren't too bad. Too over here. It's like 6%.
Few folks coming into precinct 2 and building and stuff out there, so.
Yeah. It's just when you just have two major, I mean, not major, but when you have two towns, that's where all your population is.
Yeah.
And that few little, I mean, that's our problem. Even though you have people moving in the country, it's not enough to throw your number, I mean, it's
No.
just not. All our population is in Roby and Rotan. I think we have 30, 30 something, 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 30
36 or 34, I can't.
36,
It was 38 was the last.
yeah, 38, because I think we lost about 300 people from 10 years ago. So,
That's all I got.
that's it.
Have a motion to close.
I'll make the motion.
Yeah, second.